Hello all of you knowledge seekers. Welcome to Knowledge with Alar. I truly believe that knowledge is power. I found that I loved reading when I was 23 years old. I was doing mandatory service in the Estonian Defense Forces. Every man has to do it in Estonia. It's just one of those things. So lights out was at 10 p.m. So life was pretty boring. We were just doing physical work all day and then go to bed in 10 p.m. I didn't like it at all. So after 3 months, when I got my first city pass, I bought myself an Amazon Kindle so I could read whenever I wanted. So when lights out was at 10, I was up reading until 3 a.m. I started with science fiction, but soon found my way to more interesting books filled with knowledge. When the book got interesting, I was reading until 2 or 3 a.m. Woke up at 6 a.m. got back to work, doing physical exercises and work, and then repeating the whole process the next day again. So yeah, it was exhausting. I don't know how I got the energy, but I just loved reading, so it was natural to me. The first book that really got to me is called The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. It basically talks about how you don't have to work 40 hours a week. You can get by doing a lot less time but working more efficiently. That idea really got to me. It seemed like, yeah, that's something I really want to do. You know, work fewer hours but work more efficiently. As I'm saying this, all of this was 6 years ago, and what do you think I'm doing? Of course I'm working 9 to 5. So yeah, work is sometimes hard and it is stressful, but still when I come home I find new energy to do what I love, and that is to read and learn. And that's just, you really have to find something in life that you really love and just do it. I also spend a lot of time on studying investment and how to be a better person. So I really study all different types of things. I read blogs about investing, and I listen to podcasts all the time, and I listen to audiobooks and read different types of books. So I believe I have a lot to offer to you by reading these books that I'm planning on reading, and you're gonna hear what these books are in this video. So really recommend watching till the end. But yeah, as I said that I read the book 4-Hour Work Week almost 6 years ago, I have to say I really don't remember a lot what was going on in that book, because there is a big difference between reading and learning, and that's what I wanna give to you with these videos. If you wanna learn something, then you really have to learn it and not just read it. Because if you read hundreds and hundreds of pages of books, you just can't remember all of it in one go. You have to study it, sit down, read it, take notes, then put the book down, come back to the book the next day, reread your notes, and if something is misunderstood, read the chapter again and put your thoughts down, so you can really learn what there is to give. And if you learn something, start doing it right away. Just reading and putting the words down isn't enough. You really have to start doing. I really like a quote by Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and the quote goes like this: to know and not to do is really not to know. So it really goes well with my mindset. If you want to learn something and really gain from that knowledge, learn it, think it through, and put it into work. Start using it in your everyday life so you can get better, get smarter, maybe get richer. just so your life is more interesting and more easy in the long run. As I said, I started reading when I was 23, almost 6 years ago. At first I would read something really inspiring, read it, be all pumped up, like yeah, I'm gonna be that and successful and whatever. But then I would finish the book, a week would go by, I would start losing motivation. Then I would pick up another book, read it again. Again I would be like, yeah, I can do this. But yeah, the motivation just passes, and in a month's time you're not going to remember what was in that book. Like I read the 4-Hour Work Week 6 years ago. I hardly remember what was in that book, honestly. It was so long ago, I didn't take notes, so I just remember bits and pieces. So yeah, I really recommend, if you want to learn something, do it right. Do it right the first time, so you don't have to spend time to read the book again in the future. Because if you have your notes, you can just reread your notes and you're gonna remember what were the key points in the book. So you're gonna get so much more knowledge with less time. So you can be more efficient, you know. You can be your 4-hour work week with reading, you know. So you don't have to spend so much time reading. I wish I had time to read and reread every book in the world many times over, but it's just not possible, you know. We don't have enough time. Life is short. A few years ago, my friend Tavo told me that whenever he reads something, he writes down, takes notes, you know, and this idea sounded bizarre to me, like, how do you sit behind the desk and read a book and then take notes? It's just something I had never done or even thought about. I'm the type of guy who likes to read laying down, you know, just lay down before going to bed and just read a couple of, I don't know, 100 pages or so. But yeah, that wasn't right. So something as simple as that can really, you know, change your life. I started trying to sit behind the desk and read and take notes, and it was really hard at the beginning. It still is some days, you know. Really have to force myself to do it properly and not just read hundreds of pages, because that's not gonna do you any good in the long run, you know. And here's where we come to this YouTube channel. I want to do this to motivate myself to read properly, to read a chapter every week. And also I want to motivate you guys to get this knowledge with me, because honestly, knowledge is power. The more you know and the more you use what you know, the further you're gonna get in life. So yeah, please join me on this mission. We're gonna have a great time and we're gonna get smart, you guys. So the books, my first big project that I want to do is the book that I'm reading at the moment, and that is called The Modern Value Investing by Sven Carlin. Really smart dude. He's also doing YouTube. I will add his YouTube channel to the description down below so you can check it out. Really smart dude, all about value investing. Yeah, I think if you really want to invest over the long term, you know, 20-30 years, you should really check out his videos and also read the book. He also has a thing called Research Platform. It's on a site called Teachable. I'll add that link as well. Basically, he studies different companies and does fundamental analysis for us, for the customers, and you can check whether whether a company is a good fit for your portfolio. So yeah, it's a really good value for money. Yeah, I've been watching him for 6 months or so, and yeah, I've learned a lot while watching his videos. He's a great guy. Yeah, thanks Sven if you're watching this. So stick with me, guys. 1 chapter every week. I'm gonna keep doing that as long as there's life in me. that's gonna be a whole lot of books in the upcoming years. So really, I would really be happy if you would subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and please give me comments. I would really appreciate you giving me feedback on what I do. If you like it, what I could do better, what books I could read. I would really like to hear some recommendations as well. So see you in the next video, and let's start learning.